Trade Confident family and community. How's it going, guys? Today, I'm going to be showing you guys a study, going to be taking it a little bit slower so you guys can understand this, of why people are expecting cryptocurrency to drop, quite significantly, 30, 40, 50% from where we are right now. Here's the thing. I'm not here to bash people who believe that. I'm actually here to support evidence of that because the metric we're going to look at today has actually never been wrong at predicting massive moves back down. So we're going to start here, honestly, a little bearish. I'm not using bias analysis, guys. I'm not going to put my feelings into this. I'm just going to look at data with you, and we are going to assess why people think we are going to enter into a massive bear market right now. At the end, I'm going to poke some holes in this, if that's okay with you guys, and state why I think people who believe this could be wrong. I'm actually piggybacking this study off of a study I did with all of our members this last Friday in our future forecast, April 26th. I showed you guys, 13 charts and one App Store metric, where if 2 or more of these 13 charts hit their peak signals, I'm going to be exiting 90% of all of my cryptocurrency. And I'll show you guys exactly how close we are at hitting these. We are currently $308,000 in profit for our cryptocurrency account. And I think we are going to be pushing up here a little bit higher this week. All right, the study goes like this. And you guys may have heard of what's called the magic bands or the pi cycle indicator. The lines that I really want you guys to pay attention to are the SMA times 2 based off 350. And we are looking at Fibonacci multipliers above and below this, but mainly we're going to be looking at multipliers above and one below, which we're going to be looking at SMA 11, which is in white. We'll come to that at the end of this. The theory states this, and this is why people are nervous right now in the market, is because this metric has never been wrong at predicting the peaks of cryptocurrency before we see massive moves back down. When I say massive moves, the first drop we saw here was close to 93, 94%. What it states is this, and it's very elementary. The first peak of cryptocurrency moved up to the bright green band. And the theory states that we moved down one band on every Bitcoin peak to never reach the previous band above it again. Cycle number 1 over here in 2011, we hit the bright green. The theory states that if anybody is in cryptocurrency and they just simply loaded these bands, they would buy when it's low and they would simply sell when price action reaches the band below it. Is it true? Yes. The second top that we got, Bitcoin went right up to the second band. It was a perfect sell for everybody and the price dropped. The theory now states that Bitcoin, no matter where you buy and how low you buy, the next cycle peak will only move up to the dark green band and will never reach the bright blue band. And that is exactly what we see. Bitcoin could not push above the green band and get to the bright blue band. It stalled at green and then saw a move back down. Well, it doesn't seem like a big move down. Well, the drop was pretty significant. This is 73%. Okay, real quick to rewind. If you take a look at this peak here to the low, I know we can pull a low over here, but I'm just going to pull this low here, 75%. Now, everybody who's in cryptocurrency here, they know the market's going down. We have 4-year cycles. What does this metric state? That the next peak of Bitcoin is going to come up to the blue line, and all you have to do is buy low and sell at the blue line, and you're going to be happy campers. That's exactly what happens in the market. We have a very prolonged bear market, and then we hit blue right here. Makes it a little bit bigger for us. What would people do based off this analysis? They simply just sell at blue. Now, people who have been holding this analysis true for many years, we started in 2011, now we're at 2017, they would simply say the next peak of cryptocurrency is what, guys? Follow along with me. What's the next peak? You simply buy low and you just exit when Bitcoin comes to the band below it, which is purple. And that's exactly what we get over here. Price action moves up, it rides along purple. It rode a little bit longer than previous cycles and it moved back down, never to reach the band above it. Guess what? We have reached the band below. So data suggests that we drop one band every single cycle, never to reach the band above. And we've officially hit red. So you guys, I showed you 2 scenarios where we saw a 75% crash in the market. So 75% would put us down here all the way down to $18,000. And I'm not kidding, guys. I've seen people predict $10,000 and $20,000 on Bitcoin. And a lot of it has to do with this indicator. Why? Because it actually has never been wrong if you put all the weight on Bitcoin hitting the next band down and it dropping. However, There's another study that says you need to watch SMA 111 cross over the SMA times 2, which is in red. Now, if we come back all the way over here from the beginning, this gets really fascinating here, and this is where there's a little bit of hope in the market, I believe. Cycle number 1, this did not hold true, but we can hold true based off this analysis from the second cycle. I am not talking about Bitcoin having cycles. I'm talking about the cycles of the peaks based off the magic bands or the pi cycle indicator. Cycle 2 over here, we saw that the white line crossed over the red. I'm gonna make this really elementary if that's okay. And this is where we saw the peak. 2 correlating signals. A band dropped and we had a crossover white above red. Predicted the peak with a short signal you guys can see here. White crossed above red and we saw the exit perfectly correlating to the magic band of the dark green. Now we come over here and we see that we have a peak for the dark blue line, and yet again 11 crossed over the SMA times 2. Extra confirming signals, right? Now we come over here and we see the purple line hit. Remember everybody, looking to exit here? Well, it's probably because they didn't have an extra piece of data here. The exit, the perfect exit, was when white crossed above red, as well as when we saw the band hit. It dropped 1. Perfect call. Here is the reason and why I want to poke holes in this and say I don't think we are going to see a massive drop right now. Yes, it is true, using unbiased analysis, that the metric has held true that every single time Bitcoin goes through a next peak, it drops a band. Check. We got that. The second parameter has not been hit yet. The white SMA 111 has not moved above the red line. And if you take this projection out into the future and we see continuation of price action, guys, we have a lot of time to move up here. So point I want to make here is that yes, they're not wrong if people want to come out and they don't ever show this line right here and they just simply do this and they say, look guys, we're going down 70%, we're going to $18,000. However, people who are not showing this line here, they're missing out on a lot. And I'm watching, again, this is one of 13 charts that I am watching, that when the white crosses above the red, I think we could see some massive moves back up. Everybody who's looking at the magic bands to drop the price back down, they're shorting right now. So what's going to happen? When price action eventually comes back up and we break the previous all-time high, it's over here. It is not over here for all-time high. When we break this, there is a secondary layered analysis that we need to now talk about. Do you guys know that Bitcoin, when it breaks its previous all-time highs, officially, not when it just dinks around and goes back and forth, when it officially breaks its previous all-time highs, do you know there's an average of only 26 days that it takes for Bitcoin to double in price? Did you hear what I just said? When I found this study, it blew my mind. Take a look at this. When price action broke this line, previous all-time high, it only took an average, some was over 30 days, just so you guys know. It took an average in the last 3 halving cycles, took an average of only 26 days for the Bitcoin price to double. 26 days, guys. That sounds unrealistic, but it is true. If you come to the previous cycle before this, you mock up a yellow line right here. Once price action officially broke, I'm not talking about the little breaks here. On the official break right here, it only took an average of 26 days for the price to double. All right, and previously before that, and I'll leave us here, if you take a look at this cycle top right here, it only took an average of 26 days for the price of Bitcoin to double. All right, let's take all this analysis and let's put it together as I end this video here. If you guys want to watch me teach you this type of stuff more, get a membership, please do it, sign up. You guys will not regret it. Here's my thoughts here. I do think we could see a move back down, but to see a doubling of Bitcoin price, I do believe 2 things are going to be true. I believe within 2024, that we are going to see price action move above $70,000 for the official break. And I'm not going to prophesy that we are absolutely positively going to hit $140,000, but a doubling of previous all-time high is $140,000. So is it realistic to say that within 2024, not 2025, and 24, we will most likely break previous all-time high and we could see prices at minimum of $100,000 or more within 2024? Yes. And I'm going to stand firm on this. I really do believe, based off this data and also the other 12 charts I'm going to show you guys, this is why I think we need to be stocking up on cryptocurrency. And this is another reason why I am 95% exposed to cryptocurrency right now, and I only have 5% on the sidelines, which I'll teach you guys about to get back in on a one last drop opportunity for Bitcoin, crypto, and altcoins. And we have specific levels mocked up where we're going to get back in and then we're going to ride this up. And then once we ride this back up here, we are going to be assessing all 13 charts. And when 2 or more of those charts get hit, we are going to be exiting 90% of our cryptocurrency, specifically Ethereum and altcoins, and we're going to be leaving some Bitcoin on the sides in a wallet. And I'll show you guys exactly what wallet I'm using and how to do that. Get a membership, guys. I want you to watch this. I promise this will bless you guys, and I'll be coming out with another future forecast just for members. We won't be releasing that data to YouTube, and that will be coming out tomorrow morning. With your guys' membership, we also call trade calls out if that's something that you personally enjoy. We are humbled by this, but we have the highest win record ever recorded, I think actually anywhere for cryptocurrency. We are at 180 wins and 0 losses. We just won another trade this morning. If you want to click Access Trade Setups, you guys can view our performance record here where you can see, let this load here, the date we opened a trade, the date we closed the trade, the ticker, and you guys also get screenshots of every entry as well as the exit for all the trades that we've taken, as well as the profit percentages we have called out here. You guys can see how many trades have hit 1 buy limit, 2 buy limits, or 3 buy limits. 83.89% of all of our trades never have needed a buy limit to win. Only 1.67% have used 2 buy limits, and none of them have used 3 buy limits. If you guys want some confidence in trading cryptocurrency, this is a very good strategy to use, and we've done 4% during the bear market. We started trading this, but we've also done some higher percentages like 10% here, and we've even actually gone a little bit higher. Recently, we've won a 15%, a 15%, a 12, a 10, 10, 10, and 8. The membership will unlock everything for you guys. We charge for this because we spend a lot of time curating this data. TradeConfident.io. Grab a membership, watch the future forecast that I did on Friday, watch the one I'm doing tomorrow, enjoy the trade calls, and I think you guys will really be blessed by TradeConfident.io. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye.